Hey, it's me, Jo, coming at you live from Melbourne on this Sunday afternoon. So on a Sunday, I write a blog post generally over on my Facebook group and I share it on there. So I write a blog and then I share it on there. But what I haven't been doing is sharing it on my main page. And I thought instead of sharing the blog, I would kind of share it with you via a live video if I think it's important or relevant, I suppose. So today I wanted to share with you just how I've been feeling about 2020 and what I've learned, five that I've learned about this year. And we've still got a month to go, so it's not over till it's over. But I think we've had time to reflect and learn a few things. So the first thing I learned about myself is that I'm quite a natural introvert, funnily enough. So lockdown for me hasn't been a hardship. In fact, I've really, really enjoyed it. I think I kind of knew I was an introvert. I thrive in my own company and I enjoy being away from all that outside stimulation and noise and large groups of people. I don't miss the large gatherings of family and friends at all. In fact, we're out of lockdown and I'm kind of turning down invitations to family and friends for that reason, because I really not feeling that comfortable about being with lots of people. I've really enjoyed not being with lots of people. And I've also kind of learned that it's okay to be that person. It's fine. That's just who I am. You don't have to say yes to please everyone, but obviously you're obligated in some instances. Christmas is coming. I've got one daughter. She's an only child, so it's important for her to have the connection. And my husband's from a massive Greek family, and it's really important to them to have that connection. So I will go along with it. If you saw me in those kind of settings, you would never think I was an introvert. I'm quite gregarious and outgoing and I have a lot of fun, but I get like a social hangover once it's all over, and it takes me a couple of days to kind of come to again. A second thing I've found out is that I'm quite self-motivated when it comes to fitness, which wasn't a massive surprise to me, because when I used to do triathlon, I always ran on my own, I always rode on my own. Probably a little to do with the fact that I felt a bit inferior to other people. I'm not as fit or as fast as a lot of people, so I was quite happy to do it on my own and just beat my own goals. I was happy to swim in a squad because I can actually swim quite well, so I didn't feel so awful if I was swimming with other people. But when our training squad moved to Zoom only, I was quite happy. I was like, oh yeah, good, I can just do that in my backyard. And I was really motivated. I'm hearing people saying that they need to get rid of their COVID kilos, and I'm like, well, I lost 10 kilos in lockdown. It was like the best thing that ever happened to me. But maybe that's just the peer pressure being removed. I'm not really sure. The other thing I learnt, which I knew but I'd forgotten, is that I'm a bit of an eternal optimist. Part of being a Sagittarian, I think, is that we're a bit glass half full all the time. I'm almost Pollyanna in my approach to life. I never lost hope. I never thought we wouldn't get through a pandemic. I never lost hope that there'd be a vaccine. I was absolutely 100% sure there would be. And I also never lost faith in the leaders of the world, that they would try and do the best for us and give us the best outcome, because that's what we pay them for and that's why we vote for them. Even at times, their decisions left me a bit like, what are you doing? I still would just go along with it and do the right thing, because I really feel that that's, what we should be doing for the greater good, I suppose. And I've had to have a bit of a Facebook cleanse of some very negative Nancy friends, shall we call them. The next thing I learned was that I don't like watching television, and I knew that, but it's kind of highlighted that to me. I don't like wasting time on especially reality TV. I don't get it. I don't understand how people watch The Bachelor, Bachelorette, SAS, Dancing with the Stars, I'm a Celebrity, MasterChef, The Block, and all of that stuff. I don't get it. Really, really don't understand. So if you do like those things, we can no longer be friends. I'm joking, of course we can be friends, but I will never talk about those things to you because I just don't get it. What I did find is that I love to read, I love to listen to podcasts, I love journaling, I love writing, I love learning, and I love jigsaw puzzles, which is a bit nerdy, but that's me, I like those. And the final thing that I learned in this lockdown is that I've started to appreciate the things that give me the greatest pleasure in life. So walking in nature is something I really got back to. At the height of the lockdown, we were only allowed to go 5 kilometres, 1 hour a day for exercise. I'd just take the dogs to the local duck park and do a couple of laps. If not, my husband and I on a Sunday would head down to the beach and walk to the pier and have a coffee. And that was really nice. And they're things I'm not going to sacrifice now that we're out of lockdown. So they're my 5 things. So we're now out of lockdown and I'm seeing that everyone is getting busy again, especially because we're heading into the holidays. Traffic's back to normal. Road rage and bad manners on the road are certainly back, which is lovely. I just think there's lots of catch-ups and birthdays and events, exchanging of gifts, spending lots of money, eating too much, overindulging. And I'm like, oh my God, did we learn nothing? I feel like we've learned nothing. So I just want to share this with you. I don't want to go back to how we were before. I want and I welcome a new normal, but I want it to be a better and more balanced normal. So I just want us to have moved on in a better way. That's how I feel about it. So they're the 5 things I learned in lockdown and in 2020, which pretty much was lockdown, wasn't it? March onwards. So I'd love to know if you learned anything, and if you get any value from what I'm saying. Please share with anyone who you think might also get value from it. Have a lovely Sunday, everyone in the world, and enjoy your Sunday evening, everyone in Australia. Speak to you soon.